Hey, what's going on, everybody? Great day to you from the Blank Spot Academy. My name is Eric, and I'm coming to you live from Columbia, South Carolina. So if you're in the area or if you're close, come on out and check us out. We're located at 224 O'Neill Court, Suite 26 and 27, Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. If you guys want to get in touch with us, you can email us at info um, at theblankspot.com, or you can give us a call on our phone at 803-563-8880. So if you guys are out there looking, if you're viewing, if you're just jumping on, make sure you drop your city and your state, like, share, and tag. If you're out there on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell so you can get the most updated videos and content that we're sharing. To all my TikTok viewers, all our TikTok followers, make sure you or if you see this on TikTok, make sure you follow it, make sure you like it, make sure you comment, drop a comment, okay? Just wanted to let you guys know. Oh yeah, and drop your city and state as well. We want to know who we're reaching. But just wanted to come on here. We hadn't been on here in a while, and my wife is in the back. Dee's in the back, taking care of some things on this wonderful Monday. But we hadn't been on in a while due to the fact that we were celebrating our anniversary. So we had an anniversary last week and went out of town for a couple of days, got back, and even though we didn't close, things got kind of backed up. So we had to come back and catch up and stuff. So y'all know how it is. If you're in business, you already know how it is, man. You got to stay on top of things. And that was why we hadn't been on in a while. But we always like to come on and drop some content, drop some hopefully some useful information to some newer business owners, because our content is mostly directed to the newer business owners. It doesn't matter how old you are, but if you're new to business, or even if you just want to brush up on some things, I think this content is going to be valuable to you. There's lots of people who make the transition from employee to business ownership, and they forget that they are the all. You are the do all. You're the CEO. You're the COO. You're the CFO. You're the marketing manager. You're everything. The pricing person. You're everything, and you got to be well aware of what your duties are, because you're no longer just an employee. Even if you got a job, still, you may be employed, you may be self-employed, but you're no longer just an employee. You're a business owner, and that's very important, because if you're not understanding what your roles and your responsibilities are as a business owner, then you just took and wasted a lot of time and a lot of money. What we've been getting a lot of, though, this is for a lot of the newer people, but what we've been getting a lot of is, because we own a Sublimation Blanks store, we've been getting a lot of new people. We're attracting a lot of new people to business and new to sublimation. Now, I just want y'all to understand something. Business is business. It doesn't matter what type of business you have. Doesn't matter what type of business you own, operate, or want to start. Business is business. So this information applies to all businesses across the board, every last one of them. Okay, this is not just for crafters, creators, designers, people who do sublimation, DTF, DTG. It's not just for that. It's for people who do e-commerce. You may be selling something. You may have a network marketing business. You may have a traditional storefront. You may just be providing services. Whatever the case may be, you're still going to need to know this information. But the question that I have for the people that are out there is, are you doing your research? That's a huge question. Are you doing your research? And that word research is so broad. Okay, it's so broad. A lot of people call us. They'll either call us on our phone, or we have this cool messaging app through our website, and it allows us to, because we hooked our Facebook up to it, okay? And it allows us to actually take messages via Facebook, but it's connected also to an app. So if somebody were to go to our website and say chat now, we'll get that message. And people are asking questions. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with asking questions, but people are asking questions all the time. And it's a good thing in a sense, because I would rather you ask the question before you actually make the decision and make a bad choice. However, I need you to understand it's important that you do your own research. Now, I want you to understand something. there are a lot of business owners that are not going to want to take the time to share information. We've built our businesses, and I say businesses being plural, we built our businesses on the fact of the information and education of educating others. Okay. When we started in business some 6.5 years ago, we started in a network marketing on a network marketing platform where we were educated, and we took that information, and it was so important, so vitally important to our business and to other people, that we thought it very important to educate others. So for us at the Blank Spot, we don't have an issue educating people. We don't have an issue asking questions, but there are some business owners out there that don't want to take the time to educate because it is time consuming. It takes a lot out of your time, a lot out of your day, a lot out of the things that you need to do, especially if somebody does not do any research. Doing research doesn't mean, and just so you know, let's break this thing down. Doing research doesn't mean you calling somebody, you calling the business owner and saying, hey, asking a whole bunch of questions. That's not research. Doing research, because the business owner, oftentimes, like with us, for example, we're not making or producing that product. We're just like everyone else. We don't manufacture that product. We're purchasing that product, and then we're reselling it to our customers. Is it important that we know about that product? Absolutely. I believe it's vitally important that we understand how those products work. However, we're not the manufacturers of that product. So when doing research, calling a business owner, calling a store, calling another entrepreneur and asking questions is not really doing research. It's not. It's actually taking a shortcut. When I think about research, and this is just me, when I think about research, I think about going on platforms like YouTube and watching videos, maybe not just one video, but several videos. When I think about research, I think about going on search engines like Bing and Google and maybe Yahoo search, just to find out if the information that I'm getting is consistent and if it pertains to my particular business. It's a lot of different things that you can do as far as research, but asking a person for answers, that's really not doing research, because what happens if you get the wrong information? What happens? You've based all of your decision making on that information that you received. Maybe that individual that you got the information from is not that trustworthy. So you want to make sure you get different pieces of information from different sources, so you can actually compare them and then make an informed decision. Why am I talking about this? As people are jumping on, do me a favor, guys. Drop your city and state. Do me a favor, like, share, and tag. Okay. Trying to see who we got here, because I'm still messing around with TikTok, man. I don't even really know how to use it, to be honest with you. But just know that if you're going to be doing some type of research, let's say you decide to start a business. Okay. Let's say you decide to start a business, and your business venture or endeavor means or says that you have to buy some equipment. Let's say you have to buy equipment. Which equipment are you going to buy, and why are you going to buy it? Asking someone who actually has a store who is selling that equipment, yeah, that's a pretty cool start. But you may get some information from a store owner or business owner that is biased. We sell sublimation paper. We have our own brand of sublimation paper. We also have our own brand of ink. If someone were to come to me and say, hey, I bought ink from Amazon, off from a vendor in Amazon, and this is the ink that I bought. Of course, me as a business owner, I'm not going to bash that business, but I'm gonna use some type of comparison of that product, that ink, to our ink. Our ink is vibrant. Our ink is very very vibrant. I mean, if you want a vibrant look for your supplies, for your products, then buy the Blank Spot ink. Our paper is it's a very good grade of paper. Has up to 98% transfer, doesn't bleed. You don't need any butcher. I mean, you know, I'm gonna sell our products. So I may be biased as a business owner. We may be biased. You're rarely gonna get, and this happens, but you're rarely gonna get people who are gonna give you an unbiased answer. So do your research. Look on YouTube for videos. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Angelina. Do your research though. Watch videos on YouTube. Watch several videos. Get on Google. Search. Go to the manufacturer of the product that you're getting. Okay, you may be getting a printer from maybe a Sawgrass or maybe even Epson. Call those guys. Find out who's using that equipment. Find out what it costs to actually operate and maintain that equipment. Find out who has the better paper. Okay, find out who has the better product. Find out, and you may have to do some research as far as spending money. You may have to invest in your business. I know when we got started, and I wasn't really involved in the paperwork shuffle as much as my wife was. I was more of the person that was, you know, I was the labor. I was hands on. I'm stocking shelves and making sure the shelves are staying stocked physically, while my wife was in the back, making sure that we had enough inventory. So I wasn't really hands-on as far as that was concerned initially, but now I am. And I understand the importance of why she invested a lot of money. She invested a lot of money trying out different vendors, trying out different products from different vendors. I can remember when because my wife's been crafting for about almost 7.5 years now. And I can remember when she was actually doing heat transfer vinyl, and she still has some customers, but I can remember her making lots of purchases, and things are coming into the mail, and we're getting samples here and samples there. And I'm like, man, she's spending a lot of money, but I couldn't understand it because I didn't know that my wife was actually doing her own research. She was researching to see which product was the best product or the better product, and then the most cost-effective product. When we talk about what Epson is doing right now with these printers, with these Epson printers, they've taken a certain printer off the market. So any printers that can where the chips can be reset, those printers are no longer in circulation as far as Epson is concerned. Now there's some printers out there that are in circulation. This is just an example. There's some printers out there that are in circulation on different platforms where other vendors are selling those printers, but Epson has taken that printer off the market, so they're not selling it anymore. It's discontinued. Well, the printer that they replaced it with and they're pushing out is a printer that is causing a lot of people some grief. And I think it's causing a lot of people grief because people are not doing their research. This particular printer or printers, you cannot reset the chip. They're not resettable. Okay. So that means that every time that printer is running out of ink, guess what you got to do? You got to replace those chips. Well, people don't know that. Another thing that they don't know, a lot of people don't know, is that they are setting their printers up and they're doing updates. This is one of the things that we get a lot of questions about. We get a lot of questions about the updates on these Epson printers. We get a lot of questions about, you know, their off-brand or off-market chips that they may have purchased from us or from another vendor. They're not working because they actually accepted an update. See, this is the research that you have to do, and you have to understand. It's no longer you can no longer be in the employee mindset. You can't be in the employee mode. You're a business owner. You got to do your research. You got to know what you're buying and if it is going to be beneficial for your business or not. Now, you're going to make some mistakes. And I realize a lot of people are asking questions because they don't want to make those mistakes. I would say to you, if that's you, I would say to you this. It's okay to make a mistake as long as it's a lesson that's going to be learned from that mistake. It's okay to fail as long as we fail forward. It's okay to stumble as long as you get up. But what's not okay in my eyes, professionally, is not okay, is to go out and get your list of paper or come into our store or on our platform, or anybody's platform for that matter, and take out your pen and your pad and just start asking questions, because you may get some bogus or bad information. Once again, there's not a lot of business owners who are willing to share information. It's not. I mean, it's unfortunate. But there's just not a lot of business owners that are willing to do that. There are some, okay? Now I want you to understand something. Those business owners that do share, be thankful, because nobody owes us anything. This is a route that we chose to take. We chose to take the business ownership route. Many of us chose to take the entrepreneurship route. Some of us were pushed or forced into it due to what was going on with the economy. Some of us were forced into it. However, no matter how you got there, it's still your responsibility to make sure you understand what is what. We can't count on people to tell us about vendors. We can't count on people to tell us about equipment. We can't count on people to talk to us about business finances, business management. We can't count on people to talk about taxes and write-offs and things like that. We can't count on them. There are some professionals out there that are teaching this information. However, remember, it's a business. So that may be how they're making their money. So that's an investment. You may need to invest in that information, meaning you have to pay for it. Okay. So, back to the question, are you doing your research? How well are you researching? What are you comparing your information that you receive to? How are you making your decisions? It really makes a difference. A lot of business owners quit within the first, I want to say, and studies show within the first 5 years, but they quit within the first 12 months. A lot of business owners quit within the first 12 months because they're beat down so much because of having that employee mindset. See, as an employee, you don't have to worry about a lot of things. You come in, you clock in, you get to your cubicle, you get to your workstation, you do your job, and that's it. Whatever your responsibility is, whatever you accepted as a responsibility, that's your responsibility, and you don't do any more. You clock out, you go home, and that's it. Business owners don't clock out. Not serious business owners anyway. And we're always thinking of how to improve or how to enhance our business, how to grow, how to create other streams of income, how to make better business decisions as far as purchasing, as far as pricing, as far as customer service. We should always be thinking about that. So we may tone it down, we may dial it down a little bit, but business owners they're never really off, because that's your business. That's your baby. And if you don't feed your baby won't grow. A part of feeding your baby so your baby can grow is conducting the right research, the proper research. Now, this is probably going to rub a lot of people or some people the wrong way. But if you're just counting on somebody else to tell you what to do, that's just foolish. It really is. It's not good business practices. It's not good management practices. It's not good development if you're only counting on somebody else, even if you're paying that person. Even if you're paying that professional, that so-called professional, to actually give you the information, give you the answers, you still have to verify. There's one thing I always say, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there, I always say this: trust but verify. And it's not a slap in the face to a business owner to question them. It's not a slap in the face to a professional to question their content, their intent, and their motives, and their answers. So remember, you are responsible for your business, not me, not any of the other business owners, anybody who's sharing information, not any of the coaches, not any of the mentors. You are responsible for your business. And I can give you information, I can share information with you that's going to assist you in being successful. But at the end of the day, the proper application of knowledge is powerful. People get that mixed up all the time, that knowledge is powerful. The proper application of knowledge is what's powerful. So there's a lot of people out there that are sitting on information. They're sitting on knowledge. There's a lot of information gatherers, a lot of information collectors, a lot of people who are just getting information and never using it. They're never applying it. There's a lot of people out there who just go around collecting information and then just talk themselves out of taking it to the next level. You got to understand that you are responsible. And I'm going to leave you with this. As I said in the beginning, you are the chief executive officer, the CEO. You are the chief operating officer, the COO. You are the chief financial officer, the CFO. You, not me, not anybody else. It's up to you to take that information, to apply it, to get around someone, to attach yourself to someone, to find you a business mentor, to find you a business coach, to do your research, to actually apply these things to your business so you can be successful. FYI, we have a class on Thursday, this coming Thursday, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This class is a class that's going to talk about business and financial management. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to improve your business by understanding business and financial management. Okay, this is a free class. It's a free class. If you're on TikTok, go through my post. I actually did a post and I posted the Zoom link in the comments. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, I actually posted it on Facebook. I'll be posting it on YouTube right after this. But I want you to understand, it's your responsibility. Nobody can do it for you. Hey, this is Eric from the Blank Spot. Once again, we're located at 224 O'Neill Court, Suite 26 and 27, Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. If you're out there, hit us up. There go my queen back there. She's just walking through. Hit us up. Make sure you like, share, tag, follow, drop a comment. Keep it classy. If I said something that made sense to you or something that you like, if you want to connect, if you like to get in on what we're doing, we have memberships as well. Memberships has its privileges. We're actually going to be revamping our memberships as well to incorporate more of business training and business education so we can actually help our network, our tribe be successful, be more successful, and share this information with you. Hey, I expect everybody to actually be great on purpose. There's no reason why we can't all be successful, but we have to do the work. Once again, this is Eric from the Blank Spot. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.